If you were an opposing coach game planning to stop Caitlin Clark, what would you do?
Pray.
Clark. Wow! You bet! From beyond the logo! And a little point afterwards. She knows how to spark the crowd.
They're all the same fight, because right now, the WNBA isn't just basketball, it's attention. And Caitlin Clark is the center of that attention, whether the league likes it or not. So I'm going to run through the biggest narratives exploding online, one by one, and connect the dots. You'll see why this isn't random drama. It's a power struggle. Headline number 1. And this is the one that keeps coming back in different forms. Team USA didn't want Caitlin Clark on the Olympic stage. Now, people online exaggerate this as banned or blacklisted, but the emotional point is the same. Fans look at Caitlin and think, that's the face of women's basketball. So when she's not on the biggest roster, the public doesn't treat it like a normal basketball decision. They treat it like politics. And the problem with that is simple. Once fans decide it's politics, every coach, every executive, and every person involved becomes a target. Therefore, the internet doesn't ask, was it the right roster? They ask, who blocked her? And once that question starts trending, everything gets messy. You get sources, you get inside reports, you get tense meetings. You even get people claiming decision makers are losing their jobs over it. Some of that is real pressure, but some of it is just the internet trying to build a villain. But either way, it turns Team USA into a symbol, not a basketball team. A symbol of who the sport wants to protect. And if you're Caitlin Clark, that means every big decision becomes a referendum on you. Headline number 2. Angel Reese got overlooked again, and fans are furious. That's the pattern, even when the exact details change. Because Angel lives under a microscope too. But it's a different microscope than Caitlin's. Caitlin gets judged like a savior. Angel gets judged like a provocation. So when Angel doesn't get a nod, whether it's a roster conversation, a media push, or a major honor, it becomes instant outrage. And here's why. People don't just debate Angel Reese as a player. They debate what she represents. Therefore, every headline turns into a moral argument, not a basketball argument. One side says she's disrespected. The other side says she's overrated. And the league gets caught in the middle because the league wants attention. But the attention it's getting is pure conflict. And the craziest part is this. The internet doesn't even need a real incident to keep the feud alive. It just needs a new angle. Because Caitlin versus Angel is the easiest story engine in women's sports. Different characters, same machine. But the machine doesn't care who wins. It just needs you to pick a side. Headline number 3. Paige Bueckers is getting pushed as the next Caitlin. And it's backfiring. This is a huge reason the discourse has gotten so toxic. Paige is a star, a real one. She's skilled. She's marketable. She has the story. But the moment people start forcing her into a Caitlin comparison, the internet turns it into a fight. Instead of letting Paige be Paige, they turn it into, is she better? Is she more polished? Is she the real deal or hype? But that's not fair to Paige, and it's not even about Paige. It's about the audience craving another face of the league. And Caitlin broke the system. She didn't just bring fans. She brought new fans who don't care about tradition. They care about impact. They care about moments. They care about highlights that feel like NBA energy. Therefore, anyone mentioned near Caitlin gets pulled into a ranking war. And that's how you end up with ridiculous labels like fraud or hoax floating around. Not because there's some secret scandal, but because comparison content is fast, easy, and viral. But it damages the sport long term because it teaches casual viewers one thing. Women's basketball only matters if it's a feud. Headline number 4. Nike just made it clear who they're betting on. This is the quiet part that changes everything. Because brands don't spend millions for fun. Brands pick winners. And Nike doesn't sell shoes. Nike sells legacy. So when Caitlyn gets a major campaign, the message isn't subtle. The message is, this is the athlete we're building around. And the hidden meaning people talk about in ads usually isn't a secret symbol. It's how they frame her. They don't frame her like a rookie. They frame her like a movement. They don't show her fitting in. They show the game adjusting to her. Therefore, every time a brand pushes Caitlyn harder, it creates a tension inside the league. Because now it's not just WNBA fans watching. It's casual sports fans. It's NBA fans. It's young athletes who never watched a WNBA game before. And once those people enter the room, the old gatekeeping starts to crack. But the league has to decide what it wants. Does it want growth or does it want control? Headline number 5. The Fever locker room looks different now, and you can feel it. This is where names like Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull start trending next to Caitlyn. Not because they're chasing attention, but because the audience is craving one thing: protection. Fans don't just want Caitlyn to hit threes. They want her to stop getting hit. They want to see the Fever push back. They want to feel like the team is done being polite. And that's why insider clips go viral. A hard foul, a teammate stepping in, a post-game comment that sounds just angry enough. A moment where the camera catches a stare. That's all it takes. Because to the public, that reads like, oh, something is happening behind the scenes. Therefore, the story becomes bigger than basketball. It becomes, is the league targeting her? Are refs letting it happen? Are her teammates fed up? And when that narrative takes over, the league loses control of the messaging. Creators control it. And creators will always push it further than the truth, because the truth is slower. Drama is faster. Headline number 6. Off-season leagues are becoming leverage, and it's freaking people out. This is what all the talk about unrivaled and side leagues really means. It's not the WNBA is dying. It's leverage. Players want options. Sponsors want stability. Fans want the biggest stars in one place. But once new leagues enter the conversation, it creates uncertainty. And uncertainty spreads like wildfire because it threatens the one thing the WNBA needs most right now: momentum. Because the Caitlyn Clark era is bringing new viewers in. But if those viewers feel like everything is chaotic, politics, jealousy, messy narratives, constant feuds, they won't stay. They'll leave. And they'll take the boom with them. Now step back and connect all 6 stories. Team USA drama shows who gets protected. Angel Reese drama shows how identity gets weaponized. Page comparisons show the internet's obsession with the next Caitlyn. Nike campaigns show the money has already picked a side. Fever tension shows the league is getting more physical and emotional. And side league chatter shows the power structure is shifting. Therefore, here's the real question. Is the WNBA going to treat Caitlyn Clark like a foundation? Or like a resource to strip mine? Because a lot of people love saying, Caitlyn will save the league. But at the same time, they act like they want to humble her. They want her to earn it. They want to punish the hype. They want to control the narrative. But you can't do both. You can't ask her to carry the league, and also let the league chew her up. And the scary part is this. It only takes one more moment, one more roster controversy, one more clip that looks like targeting, one more brand move that feels like a power play, for everything to tilt. Therefore, watch what happens next, because the next big story won't be about a highlight. It'll be about whether the league finally admits what this era really is: a basketball boom or a civil war.